Welcome to another Warhammer 40,000 battle report here at Slider Games. Today we have 1,000 points in this one. I'm bringing out my T'au army for the first time in 10th edition. Su'nars Sept will be here battling the Blood Angels, fighting over this industrial facility out here in the wilds of this planet. We have our classic hammer and anvil deployment, and then the vital ground primary objective. You get 2 VP for holding your home objective, 5 VP if you hold either of the objectives in no man's land, and with this one the center objective is removed, and then you get 6 VP if you hold your opponent's objective. And my opponent today, Ty, welcome back. Yes, bringing the Blood Angels, as requested by some people in the comments of our old videos, so he's here fulfilling your dreams. And mine as well.
Hopefully this time Blood Angels come out on top. Because man, not very fun.
Last time, to be fair, so I like to change up the terrain and stuff. I really kind of robbed him in the last one because I had not very much line of sight blocking terrain, and 9th edition my shooting it was bad news. So I feel bad. My apologies. Now we have a large line of sight, blocking stuff here in the middle. I also do actually really like the terrain rules in 10th edition because even if you're behind a hill and I can't see your entire model, you get a cover save. So a lot of stuff in here to give cover saves to shooting, which there will be much of. But so far, how do you like 10th edition? I
really love 10th edition. It's a big shake-up. A lot of people are moaning, and just get over it. It's a big shake-up. I'm really liking how things are kind of streamlined, but still complex enough to where it's not just pretty much play murder. I've been playing a lot of 10th with a buddy of mine. I've been stomping him. However, I think it's a bad matchup with me and him, but for the most part, I'm enjoying 10th. I love the new changes and new rules. Oath of Moment is broken. And so are Assault Marines are broken.
Yeah. So we brought some today. Yay, Assault Marines. That's awesome, I'm really liking 10th edition as well. Like you're saying, and like they've said, simplified but not simple. So it's been really good. But let's take a look at the armies. This is exactly 1,000 points of my custom T'au Sept Su'nars. We are led today. My warlord is Skyfire. She's up here in the front. She does have an enhancement, Precision of the Patient Hunter. So she adds 1 to her hit rolls, and at turn 3 and beyond adds 1 to her wound rolls as well. She's equipped with 3 fusion blasters and a pulse rifle, and she is accompanied by 3 crisis suits. They each have 2 fusion blasters and a missile pod, and everybody in the squad has 2 shield drones, so they'll each have 2 additional wounds there with them. Next up, we do have a unit with a Cadre Fireblade over here, Fire Warriors. He's got 2 gun drones, and then the unit has a Guardian drone and a gun drone, so they'll be -1 to wound whenever you're shooting at them. The Cadre Fireblade Volley Fire adds 1 additional attack to each of their guns, which is pretty awesome, so they could have 30 shots if they're in rapid fire range. Behind them, we just have a regular squad of Fire Warriors with 2 gun drones. Then we've got 2 identical squads of stealth suits. They each have a gun drone and a marker drone, so they're going to be our observer units moving up in the battlefield. We do have a Devilfish in the back for some transporting, a broadside back there as well with the heavy rail rifle and twin-linked smart missiles. He's got a couple shield drones as well. And then finally, for points, probably the worst unit, I'm going to say, in the codex, or in the index right now. It's a squad of tactical drones. They have an OC value of 0, and they have no ability. So they can deep strike, but they can't control objectives. So I'm not really convinced that they're really worth taking, but here they are. Probably, for the first and only time you'll ever see it online, but that's them. This is exactly 1,000 points again of my custom T'au Sept Su'nars. Let's take a look at the Blood Angels. This is 990 points of Blood Angels. What do we got here?
Alrighty, we have, starting out with leading the pack, we have a chaplain with jump pack. He is my warlord. He has the upgrade Artisan, or Vision of Death. Vision of Death. or Visage of Death.
Visage of Death.
Vis-
Yeah.
Can't speak. But he's the man. He's the man with the plan, with the Infernal Pistol and the
Crozius?
The Crozius, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's leading a pack of assault marines. Pretty much WYSIWYG, what you see is what you get, except for the sergeant has Lightning Claw.
Mm-hmm.
And then helping them out, which is the best apothecary in the game, a sanguinary priest with chainsword, bloody chalice, and his trusty bolt pistol.
Nice.
So expect AP shenanigans.
A lot of mortal wound output with this unit as well.
Yes, a lot. With the Hammer of Wrath ability on the Assault Marines, and then I think it's Exhortation of Rage ability on the Chaplain, which he will be doing mortal wounds as well.
Yep.
And then moving on to my other infantry unit, which is my Assault Intercessors, led by the one, the man, the myth, the only, John Connor, nicknamed him that for many reasons. Him and his trusty plasma pistol and Thunder
Hammer.
Yes, and then helping them is the Judicar.
Yeah.
Yep. He tells you no, and he will hit you.
Yep.
Very scary. Then they'll be riding around in the Pintmobile. Repulsor. The Repulsor that has the heavy onslaught Gatling cannon, and then these are really weird looking heavy bolters. Yeah. And then to finish it off with the creme de la creme, the fresh off my paint table, the Ballistus Dreadnought with all the fixins.
Mm-hmm. He's nice. I like him. I like him a lot.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
A lot of appreciating.
Yeah. It looks good. So a smaller footprint for sure than the T'au, but they are very mean. Let's take a look at deployment. The armies have been deployed here. I am the defender down here on this end of the battlefield. We have our Fire Warrior unit without the Cadre Fireblade just kind of situated behind this building so they can move out onto this my home objective when they need to. And then the broadsides here on the other end. He's pretty, pretty safe where he is right now. He's got enough movement that he can get out and have a couple lanes of fire down the battlefield. One unit of stealth suits are up here for deployed on this objective. Devilfish right in the center, right at the edge of the deployment zone. He's got the other Fire Warrior squad with the Cadre Fireblade in there. And then finally another squad of stealth suits shifted up just a few inches in front of our deployment zone so they can fly over and grab this objective when they need to. They're also in a good spot for observing. My crisis team and my tactical drone squad are both in deep strike reserve. Nothing in strategic reserve right now. So we're in a position to move up the battlefield, get on objectives, and then kill stuff hopefully. And over here, just 2 units are deployed here. What do we got?
We got the old repulsor.
Mm-hmm.
The words are hard. He's kind of chilling back here. I'm trying to get a lane of fire to that objective to keep him from jumping on that. Plus, I got a payload of pain for some stealthy boys in there too. And then got the old stealthy dreadnought, tactical stealth dreadnought. That's bright red. You can never miss him. Yeah. I mean, he never misses. Yeah. That's what I meant. Mm-hmm. He never misses. And then I got a couple shooting lanes for him to step out either way. So pretty much. I'm looking to place KG. Yeah. So your assault marines are they're in deep strike.
Deep strike. The Judicar and his boys are in there.
Yeah, assault intercessors. Yep.
So and that's it. You have four units, which is pretty hilarious and amazing at the same time. As far as terrain goes, we are running the industrial stuff as ruins. So if you are on it, you get cover. It blocks line of sight totally. Everything else is if it has plants. We're running it as a forest, so obscuring. So even if you're like up on this hill, or up on this hill, since they have plants, they would be obscuring. Kind of running it like that, and then everything else, we'll give you cover if you can't see somebody because of it. So that's it. So let's roll to see who goes first. I'll let you go first there, sir. I got a 5. I'm not sure that.
Try that.
I don't know if I want to go first because I can't really do anything to you if I do. All right.
Roll a 6.
I rolled a 5. Oh gosh, it's overtime.
That's another 5.
All right, consistency. That's important. Okay, a 3. So it will be Blood Angels first. Let's take a look at their objectives. the Blood Angels have their orders. Bring it down. Destroy the Devilfish. Also, interestingly, since I gave the broadside 2 drones, it adds +2 to his wound characteristic. So he will actually count as well because he'll have 10 wounds. So either of those skills will get 3 points each. And then Tempting Target, control the objective. It's the one on the near the what I'm going to call the right side of the battlefield, from the earlier perspective on the camera. So the right side objective. Blood Angels have completed their movement. Dreadnought shifted up. He is controlling the home objective at this point. And then over here, the Judicar and his boys jumped out. And then the, what's that thing called again?
Repulsor.
Repulsor shifted forward. It is in a position, actually, it got just far enough up that it will be able to shoot. I have my stealth team right here. And this over here, this is the Tempting Target objective that I was trying to refer to earlier. But yeah, that's our movement. Pretty quick whenever you only have a few units on the battlefield. Let's go to the shooting phase. Shooting phase, I think the only thing that's going to be able to shoot is the Repulsor into the stealth team. They are -1 to hit, so these will be on 4s. And you're starting with heavy bolters?
Heavy bolters on 4s. Oh,
1 hit.
You know what? I forgot my Oath of Moment target.
Oath of Moment, probably that. Because
yeah.
that's the only thing you can
Yeah,
shoot.
do we want to start that over?
No, that's fine. So yeah,
Okay.
they're Oath of Momented.
Alright, cool. Rerolls. Already.
Okay,
2
no.
hits instead.
And they are toughness 4. Heavy
Strength
bolters, so
5.
Yep. So
Yep.
3s.
On 3s.
1
Reroll.
wound. Oh yeah, Oath of Moment.
Don't
2
worry
of them. Yeah, they're both.
2 successes at AP 1, sir.
They have a 3-up save, so these are 4s. And I save
Save them both.
Cool.
Cool.
Those would have been dead because they're 2 damage each, so that helped us. What's next?
Heavy Onslaught.
Mini shots.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Heavy Onslaught. Gatling. So on 4s. Couple rerolls.
Oath of Moment. Yeah, it's like,
Oath of
do you want
Moment.
a unit destroyed? Sure.
Yes, I want that thing dead. Already.
Okay, 2 misses, so 10 hits so far.
10 hits. Strength 6, I believe.
Yeah, so 3s again.
And 6s are devastating wounds.
Oh, that's no good.
Alrighty.
2 6s.
I get a reroll.
Oh, geez, yeah, I forgot reroll.
I'm not gonna risk it though. So these are mortal wounds. Alright, here we go.
Ooh,
1 more mortal wound.
Okay,
And
so
1 failure.
how many is that?
So
just 6
1,
that I
2,
get to
3,
save.
4, 5, 6, 0 AP.
Okay, so 6 3s. Which I failed 2. I think I'm going to have 1 guy left on a wound, because that will kill 1. And then I'll take 3 mortal wounds, so there's 1 guy left on 1 wound.
I have more guns.
Oh, more guns. Let's see.
Alright, Repulsor. Oh, defense Array.
Repulsor Defense Array.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yep.
Alright. 18 shots.
Last
on 4s. Rerolls.
Rerolling a lot. 14 hits after
On
rerolls.
4s.
I don't think we're going to survive, but
Still got rerolls.
yeah,
Get ahead of me.
I think it's bad news for the 1 wound.
Bad news bears.
But you gotta roll them because you never know.
Yeah, you gotta roll 'em. You never know.
Okay.
And that'll let a lot to
10?
me.
Perfect. I
Yeah.
have 10 dice in my hand.
10.
It's
That's
convenient.
perfect.
I just need 10 threes, right?
This way.
No 2s or 1s.
10.
It could happen.
AP 0.
Oh, darn.
Oh.
Many. Okay, so the stealth team gets killed.
Annihilated.
At the end of turn 1 for the Blood Angels, they kill a stealth team, but they do not score any secondary points, so it is 0 points heading into T'au Battle Round 1. Let's see what their objectives are. Deploy Teleport Hammer and extend battle lines. Deploy Teleport Hammer, getting to the center of my opponent's deployment zone. That's going to be tricky right now. But extend battle lines, I pretty much have that. My stealth team that is alive can move onto the objective in no man's land, so I should be able to get 5 points here in this battle round. Let's look at movement. Movement is complete for Su'nars Sept. Everything did move. We shifted our broadside up. Basically, the idea is we want to try to kill that tank because its mass number of shots is really going to be a problem for my infantry. So he shifted out. The Devilfish shifted up, dropped out its homies here, the Fire Warriors in front. So they're all in range. No rapid fire though. So, but they do have the Cadre Fireblade, so they will be 20 shots out of that unit. And then these guys shifted up just to observe, basically. So they're just a couple that will be able to put a few shots in, but really they're there as an observer unit. Over here, the stealth team did fly up and they are now in range of this objective. So I will score extend battle lines. So that will be 5 VP for me. But yeah, this is it. Everything is going into the tank. I was debating whether, to play it cool, but I really need to get some shots into him with Oath of Moment. It's just, it's bad news bears. So we need to try to take out some of their firepower. All right, we are shooting now. I went ahead and the Devilfish guided the broadside into the repulsor. I spent a CP on coordinate to engage, so the Devilfish also gets +1 to his ballistic skill. Smoke was popped, Armor of Contempt was used, so it's back to our 4 up to hit. And I already fired the smart missiles. I did 1 damage actually with the smart missiles, but now we're going to fire the 2 seeker missiles, hitting on 4 because of smoke poppage. And I got 1 hit. Ugh, do I want to spend a CP?
It's not worth it.
Yeah,
no, it's not worth it. You have 1 left.
3s to wound. I'll spend a CP on that. Okay, it does wound. AP -3 normally, but with Armor of Contempt, AP -2.
5 up. No!
Okay, it's D6 +1.
Alrighty.
Oh, for 7. That was huge. That was huge. Next up is the broadside. Firing in. I did also shoot his smart missiles already. No damage was done. So we got our 2 heavy rail rifle shots. Hitting on 4s with the smoke. I missed them both, and I have no CP. So,
Do not waste it.
hey, I got 7 wounds. All right, so no more damage from there. We are at the end of battle round 1 for the T'au. I did fire everything in from this squad. 1 damage. So the plan was originally I was going to have these guys spot for them, but they actually ended up, they couldn't see because the Devilfish blocked it in. So they were hitting on 5s after smoke, wounding on 6s. Not a great combo there with no rerolls. But we do have the repulsor down to 7 wounds, so it is bracketed technically. Is it bracketed actually?
No, it doesn't get
not
bracketed
bracketed yet.
5 wounds?
But it will have to take a combat attrition test.
Ooh.
So yeah, so we'll do that in a second, but that's it. We do score 5 points for extending our battle lines. Yeah, but that's it. 5 points to 0 heading into battle round 2. New objective for the Blood Angels: capture enemy outposts. They need to get on my home objective. I do have some deep strikers, so that is definitely achievable. Hanging on to bring it down, take out the broadside and the Devilfish. Movement is over for the Blood Angels. Dreadnought shifted around back, getting some cover here, out of line of sight. The tank repulsor shifted up, controlling that objective now. And then these guys, they've shifted forward. It's kind of hard to see. Let me see. Yeah, so they shifted up on the corner of that, so maybe a charge. They do get 2 points for the primaries for controlling their home objective. But the big story, we have a deep strike back here. I am spending a CP to fire Overwatch with these guys. Their ability is if they are within range of an objective they control, they hit on 4s in Overwatch. So we're going to fire in, it'll be 20 shots hitting on 4s into the Assault Marine. Firing Overwatch, we have our 20 shots from the Fire Warriors coming in, hitting on 4s. Let's see. We got 10 hits, so 3s to wound right here. That's good. So 7 wounds, no AP.
7 wounds. No AP. Let's go, baby. 3 ups.
You fail 1.
Whew.
So 1 damage. I do have 4 shots with the drones. Okay. And they are twin length strength 5. So 3s and 3s. So 2 more, no AP.
2 more, no AP. Let's go, Phil.
Alright, so 2 total damage.
2 total damage.
Oh yeah,
you don't kill. I got a 5 up
you
Feel
got
No
a
Pain.
Feel No Pain. Oh my gosh.
I
Okay,
feel the pain.
Alright, kills 1. So 20 shots hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s. I kill 1. Okay, that could have gone better. Next up, for the shooting phase here for the Blood Angels, the tank, the repulsor is firing everything into the broadside. He is the Oath of Moment target. I did spend a CP on stem injector, so he will have a 6 up Feel No Pain.
Already.
Starting with Hunter Slayer missile.
Hunter Slayer, Hunter Killer.
Yep, it's a hunter thing.
Here we go. It hits.
It hits on a 3.
It is strength 14.
Toughness 6, so 2.
On 2s, rerolling. Wounds.
Goes through AP.
AP 3, sir.
Okay,
AP
so he's
minus 3.
5 up save, which I fail. How much damage? D6?
D6. Let's go. I'm gonna CP that.
Ooh, CP in it.
Let's.
That was a good CP.
Yeah, that was
Alright,
a
so
good
that's
CP.
6 damage. I have 6 ups. I need him to survive because if he lives, then maybe these guys won't charge them. I'll save 2 of them. Okay, so he's taken 4. We'll remove the 2 drones, and he's down to 6 wounds left.
Ready.
Heavy bolter.
Heavy bolter. How you doing? Reroll.
Oh yeah,
Heavy bolter.
They all hit.
All hit.
But these will be 5s.
Strength 5. Tough.
T6.
T6 on 5s. Rerolls.
1 so far. Just 1.
AP 1, sir.
So 3 up. Got it.
Saves it. Alright. Now the heavy onslaught galling.
Many shots here.
Many shots. Very many. Alright.
Hitting on 3s.
On 3s, rerolling.
After rerolls, they all hit. So 4s to wound, strength 6, toughness 6.
Yep. And 6s deal more wounds.
I actually want you to roll 6s. Well, maybe I don't want you to roll 6s, but he gets a 4 up Fiona Paint to those. But these are all reroll time now.
Reroll these 2 successes. Ooh.
A couple more 6s in there.
Yeah.
Couple misses, 3 misses. Alright, so I've got 5 saves to make.
5 saves, no AP, sir.
So 5 2-ups. I fail 1 on a 6, I'll save it. I don't save it. Okay, so he is down to, he's lost 4, he's down to 5 wounds. And then these are
mortals.
4 up Fiona Pains because of his ability. So he takes 2 more. He is alive with 2 wounds left. Last gun to shoot, repulsor defense array, 18 shots.
Hitting on 3s, rerolling.
So it's 15 hits. It's only strength 4, so these will be 5s to wound. Let's see some rerolls. After rerolls to wound, there are 6 wounds that went through. So 6 2-up saves. Fail another one. 1 a 6. Fail it. Okay, so he is down to, I want to double check, he might be down, he's down to 2 or 3. Let me double check the footage, make sure we get this right. We finished up our shooting. The Dreadnought fired in, he killed 1 stealth suit. Over here, these guys, 2 of them were within range of with their pistols. They fired into the broadside, no damage was done. So now we are at the charge phase. They are going for the points over here, taking out these guys. Need a 7.
7?
Oh, jeez, I wish. A 9. A 9.
Yeah, I wish it was a 7.
That is a fail.
CP reroll.
CP reroll. Need.
Yes!
Oh, they're in. Oh.
They're in like sin.
Alright, they made it. After the charge was made, Hammer of Wrath. So for each model in the unit, which there are 11 because there are 2 characters, and I killed 1 in Overwatch, they roll a d6, and on a 4 up, it's a mortal wound. This could be bad.
Could be bad, could be not so bad.
That seems better than average.
Already.
Yeah,
so
that's
that is 1, 2,
7.
3.
So there are only 3 guys left. And
7.
Then Exaltation of Rage from
the chaplain. On a 4 up, I deal
They might
D3.
just kill them all before they get to fight.
No.
Okay, so there are 3 alive. I don't think they'll be alive much longer. The 3 Fire Warriors unfortunately did not survive the charge of the Blood Angels. The chaplain himself just finished them off on his own. So they do score capture enemy outpost for 5 points for secondaries, plus their 2 points for controlling their home objective on the primaries, puts it to 7 points for the Blood Angels, 5 points to the T'au, heading into T'au turn 2. New objectives for the T'au: overwhelming force, kill units that are holding objectives. So that's 3 out of the 4 enemy units. If I kill them, I'll get points. And then storm hostile objective, take an objective that was held by my opponent. Let's see what we got. We have completed movement for the T'au. The crisis team did jump in. We really got to get rid of these guys. They're going to be a major pain. The choice was, or do I bring them in and try to deal with the Dreadnought? But the Dreadnought is a pain, and he is scoring 2 VP every turn. But I can't have these guys in my backfield. That's no bueno. I shifted these guys forward so they can be an observer for the Crisis team onto those. They're pretty exposed though, and if the Dreadnought wants to, he can kill them. Broadside didn't move, so he'll get his +1 ballistic skill for heavy, or +1 to hit for being heavy, not +1 ballistic skill. I did roll a combat attrition test for him. He did pass, so he's safe there. And I shifted these guys up in a big blob to try to get Storm Hostile objective. So I am controlling that objective right there. The tank did fire Overwatch and did no damage to the Fire Warriors. So that was done. That is our movement, and we will go to the shooting phase. Starting the shooting phase with the broadside, he has been guided by the Devilfish. I fired the smart missiles in, did another damage, but his heavy railgun is going to hit on 2s. He gets +1 ballistic skill for being guided, and then +1 to his hit for not moving. So these hit on 2s. They both hit, but they're 4s to wound. And they don't wound. I am going to... What do I need my CP for? I'm going to spend my CP here. Try to get this. Okay, it does wound. AP -4.
Does not get a save?
Doesn't get a save, so it's D6 +1. For 6, which is just enough because
Does
the
he
smart
blow?
missile doesn't explode. Alright, we take out the tank. The next thing we did, the Devilfish fired everything into this squad back here. No damage was done. So now we're going to move over. Commander Skyfire, she's going to fire in first. Hits on 2s because they've been guided by the stealth team. And since they're guided by the stealth team, they get to reroll wound rolls of 1 and ignore cover, which doesn't actually matter in this case. Alright, hits on a 2 with the pulse rifle. Strength 8, so 2 to wound. It does wound. AP -3.
6 up.
Which you fail. 3 damage. 3 5 up, feel no pains.
I feel the pain.
Okay, so 1 more little dude gets pulsed. Okay, and then 3 fusion blasters hitting on 2s. Rerolling hit rolls of 1 for her own ability. And then strength 9, so 2s again. 3 more at AP -4. Which doesn't matter. So D6 damage. The first one is 4.
Just do it like this.
Which does just kill a guy. Next one is 6. And kills another guy. And then 6 again. Good start, Skyfire. Good start. Skyfire takes out 4. Nice shooting. Let's grab some dice and we'll fire in the rest of the squad. Skyfire showed him how it's done. Now the fusion blasters from the Crisis team firing in. They'll reroll 1s from Skyfire and reroll 1s to hit from Skyfire, and reroll again 1s to wound from being guided by the stealth team. So these are 3s to hit. Rerolling 1s. Got 3 2s. Ooh. So these are strength 9, so 2s to wound. Rerolling 1s to wound. That was 3 more ones from the stealth team. Okay, so 3 wounds, AP 4. So same deal, D6 damage each. Only 1 on the first one, so this will not kill a guy. Off the table. Off the table. Okay, so 1 takes 1 wound. It's just got to save 2. He could save another one here. 2 5-ups on that guy.
5-ups.
Okay, it does kill the injured guy, and then 1 more. For 3 this time. 2 5 save him. Doesn't make it. Kill another. And then we've got 6 shots with the missile pods. Hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s. Okay. And then these are strength 7, so the wound on 3s. Reroll 1s. So these are AP -1. 2 damage each. So fail 3, and they're 2 damage apiece. So 3 2s. 1 dead.
1 dead.
2 dead. Last guy. 1 more. 1 more. He's dead. Okay. It's down to the 2
unit
characters. We are at the end of the turn for the T'au. I did fire this team of Fire Warriors into the unit hanging out back here. I did kill 1, put another one down to 1 wound. but we do get 5 points for storming a hostile objective and 3 points for overwhelming force for killing a unit that was on an objective. So 8 points for the T'au puts us at we scored 5 for primaries. I don't know if I mentioned that. So we got 5 for primaries plus the 8 plus the 5 we already had. We're at 18 points to the T'au. 7 points, I think, is what the Blood Angels have. Mm-hmm. So yeah, 18-7 here at the end of battle round 2. Let's see what the Blood Angels and these very, very mean characters can do to the T'au in battle round 3. New objective, secure no man's land. There is a squad on the left side moving up towards the Devilfish that may be able to take that and then bring it down, still kill my vehicles, the Broadside and the Devilfish. Blood Angels do get 8 points for primaries. These two guys were controlling my home objective. That's 6 points. They were controlling their home objective. That's 2 points. So 8 points for primaries. And then these guys walked around a corner and I fired Overwatch, hitting on 4s because they were controlling an objective. 30 shots from the boys plus 3 shots from the Cadre Fireblade plus 6 shots from the drones equals just a Judicar on 3 wounds left over here. So he's moving up though to chop those boys up. Once he's in combat, it will turn the tide in that. But if this thing dies, that's 3 points. And if he can somehow get that objective, that's another 5. But even if they just get the 3, that will put them up to 18 as well. So this is still a tight game. Let's go in, shoot some pistols and a Dreadnought. Part of the way through the shooting phase, our chaplain fired his Inferno pistol in, took out the broadside. So that's 3 VP for bring it down. The Judicar, he did fire his pistol in, killed 1 of the Fire Warriors. But now we're moving over to the Dreadnought, firing into the stealth team. Where are we starting? Laz?
Yeah, we're starting the Laz.
Okay.
Laz.
Hit on 4 because of their stealthiness.
No, that's none. Alright, we're gonna do
frag or crack?
We're doing frag.
Frag.
2d6 shots for 12.
Wow.
Holla.
You literally can't do better than that.
No, cannot. Alright.
Mini dice. Hitting on 4s.
On 4s. Ooh.
Okay. Alright, that was pretty good.
Pretty good.
And then these are strength 4? 5. Okay, 3 swing. What do we got? Just 3.
3.
They're AP 1?
0.
0. Okay, so 3 up saves. Make them all. They're so stealthy. In the charge phase, the Judicar chose the Fire Warriors as the target of his charge. I spent a CP on combat embarkation, so they jumped back into the Devilfish.
You're such a jerk.
So I was holding on to that CP, my last CP, for that reason. Since the stealth team survived, I will control that objective. So I was able to save them. So they jump back in. He does get to declare a new target, so he's choosing the Devilfish. Needs a 7.
How you doing?
He is in
like sin.
Combat. The Judicar is in. Spin a CP on Red Rampage, so now he has lethal hits. Yeah, that's going to be...
Lethal hits, Lance.
Lance, yeah, that's the other one. Okay, so 7 attacks because of all of his buffs and charging and all the fun stuff.
On 2s. 6s auto wound.
6, there's 1 auto wound. 1, 1.
1.
Okay, so 6 hits so far with 1 auto wound. And now it's toughness 9, he's strength 8. He normally would be wounding on 5s, but he gets +1 to wound. So it's wounding on 4s.
And I have devastating wounds.
So 6s are mortal wounds in addition.
So
2 6s, not mortal wounds in addition, they just are mortal wounds.
Oh, so right. 2 mortal wounds, they're 2 apiece.
Yeah, and that's it. So 1 hit.
These are 3s.
Yeah, so they won't
they
need 4s. Okay, so I do get to try to save 1. I need a 6 though.
Yep.
Which I make. How much damage are they?
2 apiece.
Okay, so he'll take 4. He's down to 9 wounds. With the Judicar in there, we did fight back. No damage done by the Devilfish. But he is in a position. He is actually holding that objective since I pulled the Fire Warriors out. So that does give them secure no man's land. So that's 5 points. Plus 3 points for bring it down over here. So that's 8. Putting the Blood Angels to 23 points at the end of battle round 3. To the 18 points of the T'au. But T'au do get to go here. Battle round 3, can the Blood Angel characters survive the pursuing crisis team?
new objectives behind enemy lines. I can get 1 unit, maybe my drones, but I can't really get 2 behind enemy lines, so could score that. Investigate signals. The drones could end up scoring me 2 on this turn.
I did bring my drones in over here. They are within 9 inches of this corner, so they'll get 2 points for investigate signals, and they are behind enemy lines, so they'll get me 3 points for that. So they'll get me 5 points. Plus, I scored 5 for holding this primary objective, which the stealth team advanced off of. The reason I left this one is I moved over here. The Devilfish fell out of combat. He is on that objective. These guys disembarked first, then he fell out of combat, so they're sitting there. Then we've got the Crisis team. They're following these guys. They were not able to get in fusion range, so we do have some missile pods and a pulse rifle that can shoot down here. So really the goal is just start picking off characters. So these guys are going to try to kill the chaplain. These guys are going to try to kill the Judicar. And we will see how that goes in the shooting phase. Starting the shooting phase, Skyfire is going to set the tempo here for this T'au turn. She's going to fire her pulse rifle into the chaplain. She'll hit on a 3 because I am not guided. She does get +1 to hit though because of her enhancement, so this will hit on a 2. Does hit with the 2. And then strength 8, toughness 4.
Yep.
So another 2 does wound, AP -3.
4 up in bone. Let's go. Oh!
3 damage.
CP. No.
Makes it. Okay. So then we'll go to our 6 shots from the missile pods in this squad. So they're going to hit on 4s. They will reroll 1s. And this is sustained hits. Okay. So sustained hit. Reroll 1s. I got 3 1s. Okay. So still, it's actually 4 hits because of the sustained hit. They're not guided, so it's not sustained 2. These are strength 7. So 3s. So that is 3 wounds at AP -1. 2 damage each.
3 AP1. Oh, let's go.
Failed 1. Takes 2 damage.
2 wounds around.
And then he survives because that's all the guns. The fusion blasters are out of range. Next up, we're going with the Fire Warriors. They are firing into the Judicar. They are guided by the Devilfish, so they will need 3s to hit. They're also sustained hits 2 now, so this will be hitting on 3s. 6s are 2 additional hits. So out of 27 shots, I had 34 hits, and then out of 34 wounds, out of 34 hits, I got 27 wounds. So their base 27 shots turned into 27 wounds. So the Judicar needs to make 27
2-ups.
2-up saves. He's got to make 26 of these, or he's dead.
Why do you do this to me? Every time. Oh.
It's possible. There's only 1 1 in here he lives. Okay, there's several 1s.
Shut up.
He gets taken out. At the end of Battle Round 3, the town do have 28 points. We got 5 points between Investigate Signals and Behind Enemy Lines from our drones. We did kill the Judicar. That didn't give us any points or anything like that. But it is 28 to 23 at the end of Battle Round 3. So with 3 heroic models, champions of the Emperor himself.
And Sanguinius.
And Sanguinius, yes. What can the Blood Angels do? Blood Angels are looking for no prisoners, just kill stuff. 2 VP for each unit they kill, up to a maximum of 5. And then defend Stronghold. This one should be good. Just leave the Dreadnought on the home objective and get points. Movement is over for the Blood Angels. The Dreadnought just shifted just a little bit, turning down here, directing his fire. The Fire Warriors are the Oath of Moment unit. The Chaplain
And Sanguinary?
Sanguinary Priest. They shifted up. I did fire Overwatch into the Chaplain. I took 1 wound off. He did have to spend a CP to save another wound, which would have killed him. So he's down to 1 wound. But yeah, they're in a position here to chop up, shoot the Devilfish with his fusion pistol, what's it called? Inferno pistol. There we go. So yeah, that's that. Let's see what they can do in the shooting and charge. Starting off the shooting, the Chaplain is firing his Inferno pistol into the Devilfish. Mm-hmm.
Oh!
And misses. Ooh, that would have been big. Next up, the Dreadnought. Firing everything into the Fire Warrior squad down here, starting with the las cannon. They one hit. Oh, rerolls because of Oath, yeah. So they both hit.
Strength 9.
So 2s. They both go through. AP is only minus... Oh,
3.
Doesn't matter. Okay, so 2 are dead. 2 Fire Warriors die.
Alrighty. Alright, we're going to go with the frag.
Frags them.
Frag.
2d6. Okay, 7. That's average rather than 12, which is what you got last time. So, I'm happy with that.
Wait, does this have blast?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yes.
Does frag...
Look that up real quick.
Frag missile.
Hold on, everybody at home.
A blast. Because they would get +1.
Hold on, everybody at home. This is where you stop, run and grab popcorn real quick, because I'm like nervous.
Intermission.
Some elevator music. Go. It does have blast.
Okay, so...
-2, but how many?
There were more than 5, but not 10 because you had... Oh, no, there were 10 because of the Fireblade, so you get +2 to that. So you get 9 shots.
+2.
Yep.
Hell yeah, boy. Oh, yeah, boy. Alrighty. So on 3s. Rerolling.
Just a couple misses there, which
3
get
misses.
reroled.
I'm going to set the successes over here. Rerolls.
Okay, just
one more success. Oh.
Stairs are falling apart. And these are strength 4, so these are still 3s.
Strength 5.
Strength 5. I'm sorry, you are -1 to wound because of the Guardian drone.
Okay.
So these will be 4s.
So 4s on 4s?
Yeah, on 4s, because normally it'd be 3s up to 4s, but you get to reroll everything. It does save me from 3 of them. So 4 at no AP.
No AP, sir.
So 4 4s. You kill 2 more, so 4 have died total. They're down to 5 guys left after the 4 this turn and 1 before. And are your twin heavy bolter or twin? Not twin heavy bolters, but
twin linked storm
bolters. Jeez, we got it.
Hit
and hit. But they are strength. Yeah, so they're strength 4, toughness 3, so 4's to wound. Okay, so 2 more 4s. Survive. Oh, 1 more dice. Okay.
Alright.
So they are below half strength at this point. Moving into the charges, doing a little bit of a split charge here. He sent the that guy, thirsty guy,
sanguinary priest into the Fire Warriors.
Yeah, I did spend a CP on photon grenades to reduce his charge by 2. He made his combat attrition test and passed it. So he needs a 10, but the chaplain only needs a 4 to the devilfish. Which one is first?
All right, we're going to try the chaplain first.
That is a 7. He is in.
Like, sin. How you doing,
okay,
boy? All right.
And then he needs a 10.
Let's double check that, because it was an 8. Yep. Oh, Jeremy.
7. He fails the photon grenade, saving our lives. Okay, so they are around. No CP to reroll that, but we'll see what the chaplain can do to the devil. Starting with his exhortation of rage, the chaplain into the devilfish.
He's very angry.
He is.
Oh!
That's 3.
That is 3 mortal wounds.
Okay, so he's down to 6 wounds immediately. And then now for the attacks here. So hits on 2s.
Hits on 2s.
He has 7 attacks on a charge.
He has 6 attacks on charge. He's strength 7, and I do believe...
Does he get any bonuses to wounding or anything fancy?
This model is leading. Nope, he does not.
Okay.
So strength 7, so he hits on 2s.
There's a 1. Okay, so 5 hits. Strength 7, toughness 9. He will need a 5 here.
Get some 5s here.
2 5s.
That is 1 AP.
Only -1?
Yep.
Necrosius, I guess it's blunt. So 4 ups. I make 1, fail 1. How much damage?
2 damage.
2 damage. Alright, he's down to 4 wounds. Let's go ahead and we'll swing back, see if I can kill him. He's only got 1 wound left. Hits on 5s. Wounds on, it's strength 6, wounds on 3. Doesn't wound. Okay. He survives the wrath of the devilfish. With combat ending in a draw over here with the devilfish and the chaplain, that brings us to the end of the turn. The Blood Angels will not get any secondaries yet, but as long as the Dreadnought holds that objective down there, they'll get 5 points at the end of the T'au turn for Defend Stronghold. But right now it is 25 for the Blood Angels, 28 for the T'au, moving into T'au turn 3.
Objectives for the T'au. It's time to take this battlefield. Defend our stronghold. The Crisis team can definitely do that, but that means they're pretty much not going to be shooting much, but I think it's worth the points. And then secure No Man's Land. Hold 2 objectives. My Devilfish is holding 1, and my stealth team can run back and grab the one they just left.
We've reached the end of the movement phase for the T'au. We did get 7 points for primaries, 5 for holding that one in No Man's Land, 2 for holding our home objective with these guys. We shifted the stealth team back to get onto that objective, so we are securing No Man's Land. The Devilfish fell back, Fire Warriors moved up, the Chaplain fired Overwatch into the Fire Warriors, no damage was done. Since they were Oath of Moment, he got to reroll, so that was the payoff there, but it didn't work out. These guys shifted forward. They are still controlling our home objective for Defend Stronghold, but again, their Fusion Blasters are not going to be in range of anything. And I realized I was messing up the guided observer unit combination. So you have to be eligible to shoot. So last turn I had the Devilfish guide the Fire Warriors as they fired into the Chaplain. He could not do that because he can't shoot when he falls back. So what I've done, I gave the CP back and the wound back that they took off of the Chaplain. So he's back to 2 wounds, got the CP back that he spent on the reroll. So we're learning, and that's part of it. So what we're going to do, I read the rules. We're going to do it properly. I'm choosing a unit, these guys, and choosing a friendly unit and a target unit. So they're the observers, guiding these guys as they fire into the Chaplain. So we're starting with Skyfire again, firing her pulse rifle. Hits on a 2, does hit, strength 8, wounds on a 2. It does wound, AP -3, so your invulnerable save. Which he fails. You have a CP, it's 3 damage. CP for the 4 up.
Yep.
He makes it. Okay. So then we have 6 shots with the missile pods. These hit on 3s because of guidance. These explode. So I get this one back plus 1 more. Reaching into my pocket here. They're guided. Those are +2, so I get 2 more shots actually. Okay, sustained hits 2 when you're guided. Alright, these hit, those were the hits, so now I'll need 3s to wound, strength 7. Reroll, no, don't reroll wound rolls of 1 anymore. So that is 6 at AP -1. 2 damage each.
Whew. 4 ups.
Oh, fails too, so he does go down to the missile pods. The missiles slam into his armor. Crushing it. End of battle round 4. We do get 5 points for securing No Man's Land. We'll get another 5 at the end of the Blood Angels' turn for defending our stronghold. But before defend stronghold, we do have 40 points. Blood Angels have 30. So we'll go into battle round 5, see what the Blood Angels can draw to bring themselves back into this with 1 model left. Draws for the Blood Angels. They got Storm Hostile Objective, which they couldn't do. Spin a CP. Drew Assassination, basically kill the Cadre Fireblade or Skyfire, and then also Overwhelming Force. They can get Overwhelming Force, they can kill the Stealth team because they're on an objective, but they can't do both. At the end of the turn for the Blood Angels, they did fire in everything and took out the Stealth team. So that scored them 3 points, which puts them on 35 total. At the end of their turn, I score 5 points for defending my stronghold, puts me at 45. So at 45 to 35, the heroic hero of the Imperium, hero of Sanguinius, Dreadnought, retreats from the battlefield as the T'au swarm these objectives and secure this facility. Su'nars Sept proves victorious. I did make some mistakes with the guiding and that kind of thing. I think we remedied them. I was thinking back when I've reread it and figured out like in the middle of the game, I don't think it really affected anything else negatively, because most of the time I was just using, like, this stealth team was observing a lot. They don't get to shoot anyway, and everything that was observing and guiding were shooting into the same unit, so I don't think it actually really messed it up, other than the difference it made in that last one was I wouldn't have got the +1 to hit from these guys, and they wouldn't have had sustained hits 2. They were just sustained hits 1. So that's why I kind of refunded all the stuff that happened to him. Honestly, the Fire Warriors, even though they're shooting like 30 shots, like I was doing 1 damage to stuff. I killed 1 Assault Marine over here at one point. I was expecting them to do more with the like mass amount of fire. The Crisis team and Commander Skyfire, they both did pretty well. I shifted Skyfire over here. We're doing some photo shoots for the
shots,
thumbnails. We'll see if any of those work out. But yeah, that was my first game with T'au. I thought it was interesting. I like their mobility. I think that's really the key for them right now, is moving, not being overly aggressive and getting themselves killed, but using movement to help keep themselves alive until they can get into those sustained hits. How do you think it went?
It went horrible. No, I was doing good until I got greedy and I pulled my Assault Marines and I put them over here.
Mm-hmm.
I think I should have waited until you deployed.
Yeah. Yes,
just to counter deploy you. Yeah. But it's the way the cookie crumbles.
Right. I mean, you scored points with that though, because you had to get on my home objective. They came in, scored 5 points, but yeah, I countered with my own deep striking unit. They came in and took out the boys.
I also think I was being a little greedy with the tank. I should have brought maybe a couple more boys to kind of spread out.
Oh yeah, just the list building.
Yeah, list building.
I mean, list building. I mean, that's the thing. We don't. I mean, some channels, I'm sure they like plan it out. They're like, hey, this is what I'm bringing. What do you think? I should bring. I tell people like, hey, we're going to do 1,000 points. Most of the time, I let them, bring whatever army they want. Blood Angels were requested, so that's why we brought that.
I should have brought my Knights.
Yeah, I should have brought
my Knights. You ain't taking nothing from me sitting on objectives.
Next time, bring some Knights. But yeah, we don't plan the list ahead, so like when I make my list, it's not catered to the list my opponent's bringing, and vice versa. So in this one, I wanted to bring a bigger footprint with my army, so I had, the couple of Fire Warriors, some Crisis suits, some drones, which really aren't worth taking, but they scored me 5 points.
Those Crisis suits, man, they picked me apart.
Yeah, they do.
I think that was the big loss. That was the big mistake on my part. I should have planned it out a little better, because I didn't really. I was just gunning to get a score and get caught up. But I mean, I don't know. It's a 10-point difference. It's not that bad. And I have one model remaining.
The game was still close. Yeah, and you had that's the thing. You were down to 3 models with 2 turns to go, and still only lose by 5. I think I really like what I think helps keep this game tighter than the old Tempest of War is you only draw 2 cards per turn. Because that was the problem in Tempest of War. Like I would draw 3 cards, I can't score any. You draw 3 cards, you score all 3, so you're already 15 points ahead before like anything else happens. The variable point totals too. I know there were a couple Tempest cards that you could score like 2 or 3, but almost every card, not every card, but a lot of the cards with this new deck, like you can score 2 or 3. You don't always just get 5. So that also helps to keep it a little bit closer.
T'au's guns in 10th are, at least this is my first game against T'au in 10th. I've been playing majority against my buddy's Chaos Space Marines, and I've been doing really well, especially with this list. I've fine-tuned it to the point where I can call my turn, call my shots, and do pretty well, to his dismay. But I think T'au right now are really sitting pretty as the de facto #1 shooting army.
Yeah.
And
a lot of people are saying they're not great. And I mean, competitively, if you're building like a meta list to go win a tournament, they're not. But they're still balanced enough that you can play a casual game with your friends and not, be totally obliterated, which is definitely good, because there have definitely been armies in past editions where, like, I started playing in 8th, and I basically only played, I had one friend that played, we were roommates actually, so we'd play in our basement all the time, and he had Grey Knights at the beginning of 8th edition, and I had T'au, and it was a bloodbath constantly. I felt bad because his army just wasn't good, and my army was. So right now I don't think the T'au are so bad that they're like unplayable. Obviously they can win games. If you watched our last video, my opponent brought T'au, and they did very well as well in that one. So yeah, they're fun to play. I enjoyed it. That was my first game with them, so made a few mistakes, but I think we caught most of them, and they didn't totally alter the game. But yeah, that was a good one. I had fun. Yeah, come back with your knights and just stomp me.
You ain't taking no objectives from me.
Yeah.
I'm scoring all
Yes,
the points.
Yes. But yeah, it was a good time. If you are enjoying the channel, like, subscribe, leave a comment, let us know what you thought. What armies would you like to see on the channel? Somebody else requested Blood Angels, that's why we're playing them. So if you want to see a specific army, let me know and I will do my best to find somebody that can bring that army and get them on the channel. But we definitely appreciate the support, and as always, have fun.